Welcome you all to dieselship.com. This series of educational videos is presented to you by Sriram. And this video is especially produced by Dieselship Academy. Well, today we're going to see about the lifeboat battery charging circuit. So this is the general arrangement of the electrical circuit of the lifeboat. To be specific, it's the electrical circuit diagram for the totally enclosed lifeboat, which you can usually find it on board a tanker. The electrical system can differ from ship to ship. So this is a basic electric system which I had it on board my last ship. So we would start with the starter panel over here, which we usually find it on, so let's say the upper deck in the air conditioning room or the air conditioning blower room, or on the air deck where you have a special trunking where you can have an access, and then you have the starter panel here. So this is from the shipboard electrical supply system, and please remember this should have supply both from the main switchboard as well as the emergency switchboard. So from there comes the male and female socket, which we will remove before lowering the lifeboat, and from here this goes to the battery charger. So you might be encountering or wondering about a question: what is the input voltage to the battery charger? So it's 42 volts inlet, and in the battery charger we have transformers which step down the voltage to 12 volts, 42 to 12. So in this lifeboat we did not have this cranking mechanism to start a lifeboat, so we have two batteries. So one will be the main and one will be emergency. So two independent means of starting a lifeboat engine, and there is no big difference between a main and emergency battery. It's just the name. So these are very similar batteries, only the name has been named as main and emergency. So 12 volt goes for charging the battery. So this is the green line, is the charging line from the battery charger, and the initial charging is not done over here, and this line is only for trickle charging basically. And from here it goes to, let's say we will concentrate on the main battery now. You have the lines to the engine starting arrangement, engine starting mechanism. So when you push this lever, I mean the button, start button on the lifeboat, the circuit closes, thus rotating the crank of the engine and then starting the engine. And you have a similar arrangement from the emergency switch, I mean emergency the battery with emergency switch. These both are same start switches on the control panel of the lifeboat, and thus the engine starts. And you have an alternator which is belt driven usually, and once the engine is started, the alternator produces power, and then it's rectified, and then it's used for charging the battery. So these are the arrangement for it, and thus it charges the battery again. So, and after which once you close the switch, you have parallel lines which goes to the lifeboat auxiliary electrical equipment, which are, we have several switches for marking light, cabin light, compass, and searching light plug. So let's say when I switch on this cabin light, both the light glows. I mean one will be usually in the forward and one will be in the aft of the lifeboat, and I want to use the searchlight now. So I got to connect the socket of the search plug here and then put it on so that the searchlight comes into action. And you usually have a 10 amp fuse over here for all this protection. So whenever something is not glowing or working, we usually call an electrician to change the fuse over here. And on the starter panel you got a 15 amp fuse just for the protection of the battery while charging. If some excess current flows, it will blow off, thus preventing the battery charger. And this is the basic circuit. And one more thing, what you got to note is like when you put it on, you have an indication like on the control panel, you will have an indication whether the light is glowing or not. And that's it, nothing more in this. Watch out for more videos on Lifeboat, internal components and its construction. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. For more videos, log on to dieselship.com.